And welcome back, everybody, to the next episode of our Rise of the Runelords campaign. I am here with our illustrious heroes of Sandpoint, who, let's be honest, not quite living up to their namesake. So we're gonna jump straight in mid battle. The last thing that happened, Solomon asked Merc to step out of the way. Merc did so, and that's where we're going to pick up. Unfortunately, Wrath is unable to join us today, so he did let me know that I could take some liberties with his character and get him out of trouble. So that's what I'll be doing, because he only took a 5-foot step, which means he still has a standard action. Meaning, he is going to reach over, clap Solomon on the shoulder, and cast Enlarge Person. Alright. So, let me enlarge you there. And go ahead and tick the enlarged... the enlarged... buff.
We are unmuted.
Yeah, definitely.
Sweet.
And... that brings it to... Toshi, your turn. Also, Voren, if you could roll me an initiative check, please.
Okay. I'm right over here.
See my token so I can click on it? No, I think I found it. So good.
You think you found it?
Yeah.
It's just to the right of the top of the stairs, under the blackness.
Yeah, I got it.
Nice.
Darkness, my old friend.
Awesome.
And I'm going to take a short bow shot. 25 hit?
A 25, in fact, does hit, I'm pretty sure. Sure.
I sure hope so.
Yes, a 25 does hit. And
26, my bad.
Just between under my legs.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Toshi's short enough.
Even with any negatives, it still hits. Like it's fine.
And that is 6 piercing damage.
6 piercing damage. It's just... Okay, cool. Good to know.
Also, I don't remember if she is gone yet.
Great, isn't it?
Well, no, I need to know because sneak attack.
It's the second round of combat.
Okay, wonderful.
It is the second round of combat.
No sneak attack.
Okay. It is her turn now. So, she is going to take a swing at 1d20 plus. So, yeah. Swing at Solomon.
Does a 30 hit?
Does a 30 hit?
Yes.
Ouch.
Are you sure?
I was holding my action to remaneuver her. Was that before she attacks or after?
You are correct. You were too. Go ahead and do that. That will be before she attacks. That will be before she attacks, yes.
Do I get to use my move action as well, by any chance, to do my combat?
You did delay your action, didn't you? So that would have actually put you after Merc. It's fine. Go ahead and take your turn now.
Okay. So I'm using my move action to activate Dodge, which gives me a +1 to my AC. And I'm doing a combat maneuver. I want to reposition Miss Scary Lady to this position here.
Okay.
And that's just CMB?
That is a combat maneuver check. Yes. Unfortunately, a natural 1 is not going to do it.
Okay.
Brings it to her turn. And we're gonna come right out of the gate here.
See you in about 15 minutes, Solomon.
Yeah.
I just hope she rolls minimum.
You take 19 points of damage.
Um,
And I believe you're on 1 hit point, correct?
that is correct.
Yeah.
God. 1 HP warrior.
The best thing is there's a very specific thing. There's some very specific things that she does.
Mm-hmm.
Like, eat my soul.
Pretty much, yeah. And the thing is, she's smart too. So you know what? She's actually gonna take a 5-foot step into this space. Because she knows the trap's there. And the things she doesn't know really annoys me. Lauren. What's your movement speed at top speed?
Like a run.
Yeah, like a run.
80 feet.
80 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a follow-up point to that question, or
There is. Hang on. Alrighty. Cool. Cool. Good to know. You were just taking care of the wizard that you found, making sure she was completely immobilized, and could not cast any spells.
Mhm.
After that, you figured I'd better head down and figure and help these guys out. Solomon did come and tell you where they were headed, and luckily, you know exactly where to go.
Okay.
You're about 2/3 of the way down.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You're just continuing as you are
Yeah.
at top speed?
I guess so.
Yeah, cool. Alright.
I can't believe Vorn's run speed is the same, like, movement and then standard action run
Stop
for
moving.
Toshi.
You will actually end up right there. Unfortunately. With the space that you had to run and the move speed of 80, you'll end up right there.
But you could have told me that before rather than just.
That's why I asked. I was doing the counting from the other map, and then I had to do the math first. Shalalu is down there. Stay there. Merc is going to withdraw. 5, 10. And as he runs past you, Toshi, he says, "Take care of Solomon," and he hands off a potion of Cure Light Wounds.
Okay. Oh dear.
And that's his turn. Solomon, your turn.
Okay. Around my neck, I carry a potion of Cure Light Wounds.
Yeah,
I'm
you do.
carrying the
One
wand.
problem.
Yep.
If you take that,
Attack
she's going to
opportunity.
take an attack of opportunity against you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've got the wand as well,
you do.
which I think if I use it, it's great, but it's not going to give me enough health. So I'm just going to Bull Rush her and hopefully push her into that
Yeah, go
nice
for it.
little.
Roll me a
catchy
combat
place.
maneuver.
Is it rolling that one again?
Oh, wish me luck.
Good luck.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh.
I do just have to check, but I'm pretty sure that succeeds. Like, pretty sure. Where are her stats? CMD of 21. So you can move her exactly one space backwards.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. You bull rush her, so just just slam your shoulder right into her chest plate. And she stumbles backwards and stands in the center of the trap and freezes for half a second. Looks up at you, meets your eyes, as the two portcullises either side slam down. I was not expecting this to work. Phenomenal. You are now out of range, and you have a move action remaining. What are you gonna do? You can draw a potion, draw a weapon, draw a wand, something like that. You can draw something out, or you can move. Or you can stay where you are, because she is in range of you, but you are not in range of her.
I would like to take my net out.
Okay. That's not going to work because the portcullis, remember, is quite small.
Yep. Just in case she's got some funny trick up her sleeve, I want to be ready for it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you draw your net. I like it. I'm down. Toshi, your turn.
So she's going to first do a stealth around the corner because
Mhm.
she's out of line of sight. And that is the wrong tab. Let's see how natural one this is.
Yeah, cool.
So she's going to come around the corner and dagger the bitch.
Okay, so you're actually going to be in this space right here, yeah?
Uh,
Oh, no, you're throwing the dagger, are you not? Yeah.
Throwing the dagger.
Okay, cool.
Hi. And it is returning, so
Cool. So no sneak attack on that one. And a 16, unfortunately, is not going to hit.
okay. Still got the dagger.
Still got the dagger. That's fine. Cool. So, let's see what she can do.
I hope nothing.
This is the dumbest thing about clerics. Because the people who write them as if they are all are you holding a weapon, Solomon?
I am. I'm holding my
It's your
long spear.
flag, right?
Yes.
Nice. Okay,
Oh,
good to
no.
know.
I don't like the sound of that.
You'll be fine.
I'm about to become a dark paladin of something or other.
You'll be fine. She's going to reach out her clawed. She's going to reach out her clawed demonic hand, and almost looks like she grabs something and then crushes it in midair. I am going to need a will save
Oh, it's
From
wood.
me.
from you. Yes.
Right. Fences.
Voren, you hear a splintering of wood and a clattering of metal
Okay.
from around the
Oh,
corner.
sound good.
Solomon, she reaches out, grabs, crushes something in her hand in midair, and the entire shaft of your spear just shatters and is completely broken. The head falls to the ground, and the flag tears its way off the shaft and just floats to the ground. Your spear is destroyed. And as a note, your flag bearer feat
Was not active.
was not active, correct?
Yep.
So luckily for you guys, you don't actually take any negative effects from that. She can't move. You now have to keep her there for 1 round before this trap actually activates. Good luck. Voren, your turn. The door is open. There are 2 pillars and then 4 alcoves. You see Solomon enlarged through another door, down through a hallway, through a portcullis, and you see a platinum-haired, half-demonic-looking woman with a bastard sword in one hand and what looks to be in a breastplate, trapped in this portcullis-looking area. Roll me a knowledge local.
I don't have it.
Okay, never mind then.
I do have to say that this is probably the shittiest breastplate I've ever seen on a person.
I mean, technically, does its job.
It's a breastplate in the most literal of senses.
Yeah, exactly. So the door there is open, Voren. Both doors are.
Yep.
And
think.
You don't see
Obviously.
Toshi or Merc. You don't see Shalilu, and Solomon looks like he's in pretty rough shape.
Yeah. So much I can do about that.
Actually, roll me a perception check. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you there, but you might see Toshi. Yeah, you see Toshi sort of you see Toshi throw a dagger from around the corner and then pop back.
I rolled a fucking 3.
Amazing.
Okay. Sorry. Let me think for a second.
No, you're fine. If I was real mean, I would say you have 15 seconds.
Yeah. I guess I'm going to come to here.
Yep.
With my long hammer out.
Yep.
And just, I'm guessing we want her to stay where she is because of the portcullises. So I'm just going to wait and see what happens and attack her if those portcullises come up.
Okay.
There's no way that I can attack her through them. So
yeah, no, it's yeah, no,
yeah,
not so much.
I don't have spells, so
no,
I can't.
Unfortunately. Solomon, what are you doing?
Yep. My bag of marbles.
Yeah.
Would they fit through the portcullis? Could I belt it in there on top of her?
You're gonna make hell for this lady.
I mean,
Make hell for her.
Yeah. Yeah. It wouldn't be like super effective, but you could do it. Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
I'm into it. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. I am gonna ask for a ranged attack roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really wish I had caltrops on top of this.
Do you mind if I use my next ranged touch attack?
It's not a touch attack. Just So at the top of your attacks sheet, there'll just be one that says ranged attack roll. Just go ahead and roll that.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Without too much issues, you figure throwing just a handful of marbles at a portcullis, which is quite small, quite a tight grading, probably not the greatest idea. So what you can do instead is you take a big, meaty, enlarged Solomon-sized handful of marbles and roll them across the ground. A lot of them make it through. Wow. So yeah. So we're gonna consider this difficult terrain, and at the end of your turn, they start slashing.
Does the rogues have caltrops?
Sorry.
I'm checking if I actually do or do not have caltrops. No, I don't. Darn. Just make things horrible for this person. You know, caltrops, ball bearings, a trap.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
So she's gonna fight them back.
No. The statues start swinging.
Oh. One of them hits.
Both of them hit.
Most definitely. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
So, did you think this was how this combat was gonna go?
I was honestly not sure that you guys would be able to get her in here and keep her here for a round. So, the glaives slice down twice each, and she manages to sort of half kind of get out, but she definitely gets hit. And you see ribbons of blood just start to spray everywhere. Jeez. Okay. Alright. Okay. Cool. Toshi, your turn.
Toshi's going to peek around the corner and go, "Oh, we're in a mighty predicament here. Let's make it worse." And Toshi's going to throw a dagger.
Go for it.
25 hit.
Yeah, 25. Oh my gosh. 25 will 100% hit. Damn. And that's 11 points of damage?
Yes, that's 11 points of damage.
Alright.
Is Vorn technically... No.
She's
It's
flanked by me.
Not flanking,
Yeah.
no. Unfortunately.
I'm not flanking.
Unfortunately, not flanking, no.
Because I'm doing a range attack, not a melee attack.
Yeah.
Single tier.
Actually, she's out of my reach now as well, I think.
No.
Because I no longer have a long weapon.
No, you're large. You've got 10.
You're large, you have 10 foot of reach. So she is technically within reach of you. But
So
you
if you have
can't
sword,
really...
just-
She's basically got total cover through the portcullis. Unless you have a ranged weapon that like goes through the holes.
Or like a dagger, you just put it in and just start poking through.
Yeah. Like I would say a piercing weapon, or weapon that can do piercing damage, you would be able to hit with, like a spear.
Or a sword.
Or a sword.
I would say a sword.
Yeah, I would say a sword, maybe. Yeah,
Depends on the sword.
depends on the sword for sure.
I want to use my anime sword that is
I mean,
1 foot thick.
look. Move.
Okay, yeah, that's it. My turn.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
dealt
fair.
my 11 points of damage. I feel proud of myself.
Good job. Good job. I don't. She actually literally can't do anything. There's nothing she can do.
Toshi's just going to be
You can
heckling
beg.
her the entire time she's getting slashed.
Actually, that's a lie.
Here comes my 1 hit point.
Magic missile. 1 dart.
She's gonna shoot a completely like panicked look over her shoulder. She's gonna reach her hand out again. That very similar hand motion. Grab something in midair and crush it towards you, Voron. I need a will save.
What spell is this?
Yeah, try and destroy my hammer.
Great spell. Love it.
It's +2, which still fails. Fuck.
Yeah.
Actually, is this Is your hammer a wooden hafted hammer, or is
Doesn't
it
matter.
an iron? Oh, okay. Well, actually, it would in this case because it would change how much health and hardness the weapon had.
Doesn't matter. You see spider cracks start from the center of your hammer and then spider out super fast, almost like cracking glass, as it just explodes in midair.
Cool.
Your long hammer is destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
It's your turn.
I'm gonna draw a javelin and throw a javelin at her.
Go for it.
Fuck you. This is gonna suck, but no.
Believe. No, I mean, technically she's on like difficult terrain. Does that make her flat-footed?
Pretty sure it does.
If it,
I'm pretty sure it
that
makes it
means I would have
flat-footed.
got 10 damage.
It's not really gonna matter. She's absolutely munted next round. Even if this doesn't hit.
I still want my sneak attack damage.
I am kind of sorry for how much I'm murdering somebody. And actively
just
standing
hardcore
there.
bullying Nualia here. Rude.
So she's just going to make a bet with Solomon. I bet you she is down this next time it goes. What do you bet?
With how hard she hit me a second ago, I will be happy with that.
It actually doesn't look like she's flat-footed by the looks of things. I may be wrong, but just from a cursory Google foo, I don't think she is. Could be wrong. But we're going to say no for this combat. Unfortunately, 17 doesn't hit. Top of the round. Shall I do? Back to Solomon's turn. Solomon, what are you doing?
Is there dirt on the floor? Sand?
There's dust, but like you can't really grab like a handful of it or anything like that.
Are you gonna pocket sand this bitch?
Pretty much, figure.
I have some chalk. I have some chalk in my bag. Can I pull it out, crush it in my hand, and then I want to try and blind her with it?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a strength check.
I should do pretty well on a strength check.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking. You crack the piece of chalk in half. You don't really powder it. You like crack it in half. You can throw it like 2 pieces of chalk at her if you want. It's totally up to you.
Rats.
Yeah, unfortunately, a 6 isn't gonna powder a piece of chalk in your hands. Have you ever tried to do that? It's actually kind of difficult.
It is really hard. I had to use a blender. Do I have enough action left to use my wand of cure light wounds and give myself a?
You do have an action to try. Yes. As a note, where is your wand of cure light wounds stored?
Right now, it would be in my bag. So
you can draw it out.
I'll draw it out.
Okay.
And I'm going to keep it where she can't see it.
No, that's totally fine.
Goes,
ouch. I'm pretty sure that's a crit. No, it's not.
Aww.
However... Ooh. She's still standing. Just. She's literally on her last legs. Toshi. As she manages to sort of press herself back against one of the statues, but the other one just lunges forward with a stabbing strike. Oh,
I'm going to take this out of the hand.
No.
She did.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
maybe. You see the floor drop away.
Oh.
And she just falls. Let's see how much damage she takes. This may be the end of her. You hear a sickening crunch as she hits the ground, maybe about 10 feet below,
Mhm.
and a groan. She seems to be still alive.
Are the portcullises still up and slashing?
Actually, she needs to roll a reflex save on that. Really matter. Cool, so she actually doesn't take that damage. There is still a sickening crunch and a groan. But she is still alive.
Is the thing still going?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
actually, no. It has stopped. The portcullises are still down.
Okay. So is it still my turn? Because I haven't
Nope.
done anything?
Actually, yes, it will be. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Doshi's just gonna move over here and sort of like look.
You can kind of see her. She's kind of like slumped against the ground. Like, she just wipes the blood from her eyes. She looks up at you.
How do you do with fire? Just a quick question. How do you do with fire?
No response.
Oh, that's rude. You should really get to
Furthermore-
talking to people. Perhaps I can solve problems.
She looks up at you and she just end it. Just end it.
Now you're making me not want to do it. Anybody else want the honors?
Are you doing anything with your turn?
I'm asking everyone else if anybody
No,
wants to
just-
take him out.
Kill her now
Okay.
before she hits me again.
8. Does a 23 hit their AC?
23 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Wonderful. So, D4 plus 6. Is she allowing me to hit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sneak attack then.
Yeah. Go for it.
10.
Alright. You see your... Oh. Okay.
What?
You see your dagger sink right into the space underneath her breastplate.
Mhm.
And she falls unconscious. And you do see that she is still taking some ragged breaths.
Are we out of combat now?
Nope.
Quotation marks around that?
Nope.
Okay.
At this point, I think Solomon would mention, wasn't there something about someone bringing people back from the dead? And they didn't mind death because they were going to come back. Should we be worried?
Probably.
Toshi, roll me a perception check.
Uh-huh.
Actually, roll me a heal check.
Let's see how bad I am at heal.
Let's see.
+2. Nope.
Cool. Pretty sure she's dead.
I mean, like, I did see her take ragged breaths.
She doesn't seem to be breathing anymore. Pretty sure she's dead.
Not sure how much.
You're-
Toshi?
You are pretty sure she's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many times have we almost died and not actually died?
Well, this will be my fourth.
I'm just
Okay,
saying,
combat.
with that roll, and with the distance, and with the portcullis in between, you are pretty sure she's dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Wrath wanted me to give you this. Toshi hands off healing potion.
All right, thank you. I'll put it with my my
Mark.
current one and whip out the wand.
Okay.
To heal myself. Are we out of combat?
No. Voron, it's your turn.
Let's step through this door.
Yep.
And before I do, is there like enough of the giant skull carving of my hammer left on the ground that's sort of recognizable.
Was it a separate piece or all in?
The hammerhead was carved. The face of it was in a giant skull with air channels through it. Sounded like a giant roaring when you swung the hammer. So
That's cool as shit.
That is cool.
Unfortunately, completely smashed. Like spiderweb cracked and exploded.
Yeah.
You could probably put the pieces back together. You are intimately familiar with this hammer. You probably could reforge it.
I'm not so worried about that.
Hmm.
I was just hoping there was a chunk enough that was recognizable of what the face was that I could grab that for some reason.
Okay. Just go ahead and roll me a craft check. Roll me a knowledge religion. You're good at them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Roll me a knowledge religion. Cool. You do find a piece that is about what you're looking for. Yeah. It's not as whole as you would possibly like, but it's about what you're looking for. It's as close as you're going to get.
Pick that up.
Yep.
I'm going to look through the portcullis down the hole.
Mm-hmm. Roll me a heal check.
Please tell me this is not the skill that we're all bad at. Okay, good.
She's alive and stable.
She's alive and stable. And look up, tell the other two that she's alive and stable.
Fuck. Okay.
Ask them how they're doing. Solomon obviously looks pretty bad.
Yeah, he looks real rough. No, she looks fine. She's fine, as usual.
And just so what is this thing?
That there is...
I can see that it's a trap, but...
Yeah, that there is the lady who's been causing all the trouble for Sandpoint, the follower of Lamashtu. Her name was... Toshi?
It was the bitch lady that was... What?
Her name was not Toshi.
The bitch lady was... Let me check my notes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
I forgot where I put it. Shit.
Cool.
And obviously she attacked us as soon as we opened this door. You know, we're just here peacefully exploring.
You can stop the embellishments and just tell me where we're up to and what do we need to do next to get in there to make sure that she is dead.
Do that.
Okay. Well, there's a lever behind me. If I pull it, the portcullis will raise, this trap will rearm. But that hole in the floor may also close and we may lose her. We might want to tear down this portcullis without pulling this lever so that we know we can get in there. Either block and tackle. I can lower it down.
You could shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah, that's what I was going to suggest. I just continuously throw until, 7 or 8 daggers.
What about your bow?
I still kind of want that sword. I mean, that thing hit me really hard.
Yeah.
We can get that after she is dead.
Yeah.
Our immediate concern is this being is still alive and potentially dangerous.
Solomon,
True that.
It's your turn. Is there any action that you want to take on your turn?
I want to try and tear that portcullis out of the wall.
Okay, roll me a strength check. You grab onto it. In your enlarged state, it's actually kind of hard to get your meaty sausage fingers through the holes and get a good hold, get a good grip. You pull, and you actually pull out two hand-sized chunks about 2/3 of the way up. You have two hand-sized chunks of portcullis in your hand. You just sort of drop them. Unfortunately, not super helpful.
That'll be me. I'll stand back and I should have probably healed, but
My turn. Oh, I'm right after Solomon.
Yep, Toshi,
So,
your turn.
shooting fish in a barrel.
Go for it.
Okay. 14 hit.
she's flat-footed.
I mean, technically, yeah, and technically a
Very
14.
dead.
Technically, a 14 isn't going to hit.
Is
I mean,
she
it is. What I would
unconscious?
say, she is helpless. Go ahead and make a coup de grace attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it will
So,
automatically hit. She'll need a fortitude save to actually, no, she'll just
Stagger
die.
times 3. Is stagger times 3 or times 2?
Should be times 2, I believe.
Yeah, it's
Dagger.
92.
Yeah,
19
because it's a
20
19 to
times 2.
20 times 2. Yeah,
Yeah, I was clicking into all the wrong tabs.
it's all
And I
good. It
couldn't
happens. All good.
There's R space.
And you can
2D
go ahead and add sneak attack to this because she is helpless.
plus 6. No, not 16. 12 plus 2d6. 23 points of damage.
What the hell is the plus 12? Jeez.
It is a +1 weapon, +5 from rogue.
Nice. That'll do it. Yeah.
Wink!
Catches her right in the base of the throat, and you do hear as the life the life leaves her body.
I bonesed her?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Amazing. Okay. We are now out of combat.
Oh.
What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
I'm going to finish tearing the portcullis out of the wall.
Cool. It'll just take some time. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to ask if I saw a door or something down there.
Down there? No.
Yeah,
It's a
okay.
pit.
Yeah, but usually you would want to get the dead bodies out so that it just doesn't stack up over time.
Oh, you definitely see skeletons in the bottom there with her. Like,
weren't expecting
long, rotted
to-
skeletons.
Okay. Do you just want me to turn off the trap?
No, I don't want the floor to close.
When the trap went off and the floor went out, did it slide underneath another tile or did it just
It just
fall?
dropped.
Okay.
You can't see any mechanism underneath it, but it is like laying against the wall. So you couldn't see anything underneath it even if you tried.
Yeah.
It does seem to be mechanical though, not magical.
Meaning I can beep boop that.
Possibly.
Just let him tear the portcullis down.
He really wants to tear it down.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
let him do it.
Warren,
Yeah.
how quickly do you think you could destroy these statues?
Not that quickly.
Because if we can just beat the fuck out of these statues, we don't need to worry about disarming them.
You notice Vorin is distinctly hammerless. He's kind of holding just a shaft with a pointy bit on the end. It's not even a spear. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you want a dagger, Vorin? Do you want a rapier?
I have weapons. I have a flail and the long sword and a dagger and 2 javelins now.
You could probably get the other javelin back. Pretty easy.
Probably. Yeah. Let's just. I would like, actually, if we could retrieve her body and give her some kind of last rites despite her disposition.
Mm-hmm. Whose rights should we give?
Something holy.
Desna's,
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Desna's
Yeah, let's go.
The one that her father was a priest of, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's also...
It is also assumed that Desna or the line of Desna, or a diva of Desna, is where her holy
Nature.
blood came from.
Yeah.
That's
Somewhere along the
also-
lines.
Do we want to respect her or her bloodline?
I just don't want her coming back from the dead.
Yeah, same here. Because if we do Desna, then we're disrespecting her, but respecting the bloodline. If we do someone else, we're disrespecting the bloodline, but not her.
I think she lost the right to respect.
Okay,
Ah,
I'm fine with that.
I disagree with that general sentiment, but once upon a time, she was a follower of Desda, so it's not exactly, it's too disrespectful to her.
Okay.
Solomon, it takes you probably about a minute or so, but you are able to just tear the portcullis apart by hand.
And then you shrink.
Yeah, and then you shrink back down
Okay.
to tiny Solomon size. No, I'm kidding.
So that's
He is Toshi sized now.
Yeah.
gonna step up and start rigging up my block and tackle
Yeah,
to
cool.
probably one of the statues to lower us down.
Honestly, super easy.
Wait,
Put my
are the
net
statues
on.
still swinging?
No,
No,
they
it's-
did
Oh,
stop.
okay. Sorry.
Put my net on a rope and I'm gonna go down in there and I'm just gonna start piling everything I can possibly find from that room. So any treasures, any swords, my money.
Your money is not in here.
So you think.
So you pile the only things of value were on her.
Just bring her whole body up.
Yeah, and there is her body. So that's all there is left. Roll me a perception check. Just as a curiosity more than anything. Okay. Good to know.
Oh, and I should be disabling my power attack.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
That's fine. You didn't actually do any damage, so it's fine.
I looked so hard.
I mean, look. If you really want to put it that way, you actually did like 31 damage because you're the one who pushed her into the trap.
Oh man, I'm so glad we didn't have to fight her.
Right?
We're so lucky.
Oh yeah, it was amazing.
I have one.
And Adam is already planning on returning her.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Okay. So I would have fished her up and looked around for anything of value.
Super easy, yeah. You don't find anything of value. The only things of value were on her person. Something did catch your eye for a second, but you're like, no, stick to the job at hand. And it was around her neck anyway, so it didn't really matter. Stick to the job at hand. You pull her up. Doesn't take too long at all.
I'm going to mention to Father Voron that down here is a crypt and burial chamber and so on and so forth. It might be the appropriate place to lay her to rest, unless you intend to take this body back with us.
I was kind of thinking putting her with her father, or
His
no,
memorial.
his
father
remains are there. Yeah. Her father's remains were probably used in the ritual to turn her into this. But I think it would be better for her to be laid to rest next to him, or the memory of him. What was there any sort of specific religion that this burial chamber that you speak of?
Since you weren't with us and you're our resident expert, we opened the door and kind of chickened out and closed the door. You might want to take a look around with us. We probably don't know what we're doing.
And currently there are 12 skeletons in there.
One problem. I'm on the other side of a hole in a portcullis.
Yeah.
Wait, don't you have your collapsible board still?
Yeah, but
Well,
still
so
they've got the
portcullis
portcullis,
watercolors. Yeah.
and the collapsible
Toshi-
board won't fit through the portcullis.
Okay. Can I reach across and do a help action with
I
Varn
mean, you
to-
could just flick the switch.
That was what I was right about to say. It's just like Toshi's gonna walk over
Yeah.
as they're getting planning this. Toshi's just gonna go click.
Yeah, cool. You see Toshi reach behind like a half-destroyed statue, flick a switch. The portcullis on your side raises. The other one tries to, and just gets jammed immediately. The other one raises, and then you see the floor slowly get pushed back up. You do hear like a clicking of possibly like machinery of some sort, just a clicking of machinery, and then you do see the polished marble floor raised just a touch.
Oh no! My marbles!
Oh yeah, your marbles are gone.
It's all right, lad. We can buy you some more marbles.
Wait,
They're not that expensive. They're a children's toy.
does this mean he's lost his marbles?
Sure.
I have. I know exactly where my marbles are. I just no longer have them.
They're right
you've lost-
there.
Just ask Solomon to take a step back so that I can hopefully jump this.
Even if you miss, we'll pull the lever and you'll be
Wait.
fine.
Wait, does this mean that it's a pit full of marbles?
Yep.
Pit full?
Yep. Pitiful joke. Amazing. The 12 will get you to the other side there. Not an issue. Wow.
And I guess I'm dragging her body.
I guess so.
Yeah. We haven't been in the room to the north, which is where she came from.
Toshi's peeking in.
Yeah.
With a dagger ready to throw.
Yeah. So, I guess I will reveal.
Roll initiative again.
Yes. Fill the air. God, just do the thing. Thank you. Wide stone ledges of red marble line the curving walls of this room, which is well lit by 4 burning skulls that sit in each corner. 3 chairs rest in the room. Both stone ledges are covered with old books, scrolls, teeth, bones, scrimshaw artworks, jars of deformed creatures soaking in brine, taxidermied animals and limbs, and other strange objects. To the north, a large round fountain filled with frothy blue water fills the room with the sound of gentle bubbling.
I swing detect evil around the room.
You are overwhelmed.
Toshi's going to point over to the limbs and say, do you need to rearm yourself?
And I'm going to ask Shalalalu to heal me. After the one.
We will get that.
Yeah.
We'll get
Too
to
many
that in
things
a
happen all at the same time.
moment.
Give me that evil shit.
I'm just checking something.
I just realized something. Paladins get detect evil, but not detect chaos.
True.
Which is weird.
You don't detect any. You don't detect any signs of evil, technically. Looking around, shit's pretty evil, but you don't detect any evil.
Okay, right.
Go ahead and roll me a knowledge religion check, please. This is twofold. There are 2 things that we're looking at here. Okay. Pretty easy, especially with the knowledge that you have. The objects on the shelves are various holy texts, scrolls, relics, and objects sacred to the worship of Lamashtu. Yep. we'll stick with that for now. That's what you recognize at the moment.
I'm going to start collecting those things in a pile in the middle of the room.
Yeah, cool.
And while I'm doing that, keep an eye out for like a sheet or a cloak or something.
There
that I can
are, just as a
respectfully-
note, there
Mhm.
are so many books and papers.
Mhm.
Not all of them are dedicated to Lamashtu worship. Some of them look like journals.
Ooh,
That's
I
fine.
take.
The ones relating to
Lamashtu
Lamashtu
worship, yep.
and evil
Yep. Evil
Worshipping.
practices, yes.
I will pile so
Cool.
that I can burn them.
Yeah,
Journals I will probably leave for Toshi
that's
to,
fair.
if she wishes.
Mhm.
But I will keep an eye out for something that I can respectfully wrap her body in.
Like an old personal effect.
Like a cloak or a sheet or.
Oh right. There doesn't seem to be a cloak or a sheet or anything in here. Actually, no. There'd be a cloak. There'd be a cloak.
I would know what you're looking for,
Yeah.
and I would proffer my hammock.
No, there is a cloak, just draped over the back of one of the chairs in here.
Cool. I will grab that. Toss it to Solomon and just ask him to respectfully wrap her
Mhm.
in it.
Oh, good, because I don't want to be sleeping in a hammock that had a dead body. Wrap her up nicely.
Yep.
I'll use my thread and bind it up as well.
Wrath, as you Merc, as you are wrapping them, he says, "You know the breastplate and the sword are magical, right?"
Ooh.
Not going to strip her. I thought Solomon had already grabbed the sword. Or I assumed that he would have just like taken the sword to the side.
Is she wearing clothes underneath that armor?
You have a look, and she seems to be wearing what amounts to like a crop top.
Okay. Whew. Toshi will
Okay.
take the armor off.
It's more like a padding to stop the armor rubbing on anything. Yeah, she's wearing something underneath the armor.
I'll definitely take anything that looks to be of value and so forth.
Cool.
Don't
She just
touch
had-
a necklace. If it's a holy symbol of Lamashtu, don't touch it.
The necklace is also magical.
Toshi.
And as you look at the necklace, you notice that it is in fact not a holy symbol of Lamashtu, which is the other part of that religion check. Go ahead and make me one more for something else entirely. Cool.
Swear this dice roll.
Stomach is all scarred up. Looks weirdly ritualistic to you, but you're not 100% sure why. You all immediately recognize a 7-pointed star on the amulet.
Does the scarring look like one that you would have as a C-section or another type of
Nope.
surgery for that sort of thing?
Nope.
Okay.
It is not surgical.
Can I
Well,
make any
evil
check
god.
to recognize the 7-pointed star?
You don't need to.
No.
It's the same one that was on the book underneath on the book with the statue. With the very severe-looking woman. Same one that was on the book.
Okay.
7-pointed star. Same where you got the Ransur. Yes, same 7-pointed star. She also does have a holy symbol or a unholy symbol of Lamashtu as well.
Can we break it?
And if you want. Have you got
I'm
something to
not
break it
touching
with?
that.
You don't have a
I
big
mean,
hammer
like-
anymore.
Is there like a rock somewhere?
Probably.
Toshi would like a large enough one to break an item with?
This is okay, so this area is in disrepair. It's not in ruins. It is old, but it's not crumbling, if that makes sense.
I can just crack it with my buckler.
Do it.
Yeah. Just go ahead and roll me a strength check. Hit something hard enough and it breaks. Yeah, that'll do it. Cleave it clean into. So what are you taking from this body? Sword, the breastplate,
Yep.
medallion, the amulet.
The 7-pointed star one, yes.
Cool.
What else is there?
That's it.
Okay. Solomon's supposed to be collecting trophies.
You look in her mouth, and you do see that there is one of her two canines are elongated and serrated on the back edge.
Ooh, creepy.
Shield smash?
It's actually probably pretty easy for you just to reach in and just yank it out.
Okay, I'll do that.
Cool. Nualia's fiendish tooth. Go ahead and add that to your inventory.
Alrighty.
That's
Along with the blue flower and the red thorns.
I'm also going to use Merc's character sheet to roll some things.
Honestly, I'm very happy that she was wearing clothes underneath that armor. The
So
fertility god
20.
type. You make that mistake once.
Okay, so Merc, as you sort of as you sort of place the magical items off to one side, and then you wrap Nualia's body respectfully in a cloak. You tuck in a yeah, never mind. You wrap it respectfully in a cloak. Merc does spend some time looking over the magical items and does let you know that there is a +1 breastplate, a +1 bastard sword, and a what appears to be called a Sahedron medallion. Sihedron.
Any idea what that does?
And he says, yes, I know what that does. And he flips back and forward through his book that he got. So this medallion hangs on a leather cord, a silver disc inscribed with a 7-pointed star. He says, well, it will give anyone that wears it a bonus to their saving throws. He doesn't say that, but it would give +1 resistance bonus to your saving throws. And once per day, it may be commanded to bestow the effects of false life on the wearer. Placed on the neck of a dead body, a star medallion, or a Sahedron medallion, preserves the body indefinitely via a gentle repose effect.
It's a good thing we didn't leave that behind.
She's dead, so all it would have done is preserve the body.
Yeah.
If nobody else wants to hold on to that, I get the feeling, Father Voren, you're not likely to want to wear this.
It's not inherently evil, right?
It is not inherently evil. It does have a faint necromancy thing, but that's only because of false life and gentle repose.
Yeah.
It's not inherently evil.
The funny thing is that necromancy is the two ends of like the most evil and the most good spells.
Interesting, isn't it?
I'm just gonna slip it into my bag. Voren, do you want? And I'll hold out the sword.
I've already got a magic sword.
Yes, +1 bastard sword, I think.
I've already got a +1 long sword. So it would be a bit greedy of me to have all of the magic weapons.
Well,
I mean, like,
then
I have
since I am weaponless, I will hold on to this.
Yeah.
Can you use martial weapons?
Swords.
Yes, including short swords, simple weapons, hand axe, short sword, close weapon group.
Then no.
So no.
Yeah, you can't use it. Unfortunately.
unless you use your move action to
Actually,
be able to use.
unless you take exotic weapon proficiency, bastard
He could
sword.
just take martial weapon proficiency.
Yeah, you could take martial weapon proficiency, and you can use it two-handed. But if you take exotic weapon proficiency, bastard sword, do you need to meet the prerequisites for that?
Yeah,
To take a feat,
sure it does.
you do. Yes,
Which
you
means
do,
need to
don't
have
you?
martial weapon proficiency
Yeah.
anyway.
So if you have martial weapon proficiency, if you take it later, you can take exotic and use it as a one-handed weapon. Otherwise, you have to use it as a two-handed weapon.
Oh, if you
Though-
can't use it for the time being, then I will take it.
I'll just
Though
pass it off.
Technically speaking, you could use your ability to gain proficiency in martial weapons and then do it again to gain proficiency in.
Pretty sure
No,
you can only
you
have
lose the feat.
Yeah, you lose the feat once you change it.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, you can activate the ability, and then if you have another use, you can activate it again with.
Yeah, it drops the last feat that you only have one at a time, I believe.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Only one active.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
Otherwise, that would be a great idea.
Up to you.
Yeah.
You can either hang on to it, or I can take it. I don't think it actually does any more damage than a longsword.
It's a 1d10.
Okay, well it does then.
Yeah.
Oh.
You could always swap, and you could take the bastard sword, and
The
Solomon could
longsword's
take the
still a
longsword.
martial. Still martial.
Yeah, true. It is too. Stupid longswords.
I will be okay for the time being. Armor. Does anyone need right now?
It is
I
plus one
can't use it.
breastplate. So it is heavy, medium armor. Sorry,
Medium armor.
it's not made out of any particular material. It's just made out of steel. It's just a plus one breastplate.
Also, I don't think it's fit for anybody in the party except for maybe Toshi.
It's magical.
It's magical, so it will expand or shrink. It will adjust its fit. So
Can Toshi
still-
wear it though?
No,
yeah,
no,
crypt
I just
breastplate.
love the idea that it doesn't actually change shape; it just changes size.
Yeah, pretty
so
much.
if somebody like Solomon is wearing it,
It's
just
just
like
it's
boot
just
plate.
yeah, pretty much.
You never know. Solomon might be into it.
I mean,
Wouldn't mind the armor if
I'll pass it off.
Fucking keeping snacks and other items in there, like your gold, just extra pockets.
Look, breastplate of holding.
I am going to ransack this room for my gold.
There is no gold in this room. However, you do notice that there are pages and pages and pages and books and books and books of notes and journals. Shalalu does follow you in, and she does begin to heal you.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be enough to
Wow,
get
how much
you
was it?
some. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 23.
I like the
All
idea
that.
that Shalalu was accidentally stabbing him while doing it, so that's why it wasn't eating as well.
And go ahead and mark off 7 more uses.
Wow. Okay. Cure light wounds. 7. So we have used 18 out of our 50 charges.
That tracks.
So these ledgers and books and pages.
Cool. There's dozens of sheets of paper. It's going to take you so much time to go through this.
Toshi was going to grab all the note stuff while Vorn was throwing all the the mastery stuff in there.
Yep.
So that sort of already went on.
Okay, cool. There is so much of it. Like I can't. It will take
Too
you.
much
It
to carry.
will literally take you hours to go through it. You have a bag of holding, so you can take it with you. but it will take you hours to go through it.
Yeah,
Just about to say, why don't you just put it all in the bag of holding?
put it all in
No,
there.
Toshi was just collecting it all, not reading through it.
Yeah.
Also, Toshi will assist in the searching of the room.
Okay, cool. There is no gold in this room. I don't know how much more clear I can be. Your gold is not here. It's not here.
I'm gonna drag Vorin over to the mysterious pile of gold coins here.
Yes, that.
And see how our resident dwarf reacts to a pile of money like that.
Cool. So the southern wing of this L-shaped hallway, Vorin, ends at a pair of stone doors carved with the depiction of two skeletons reaching out to clutch a skull between them. While to the east, the hallway narrows down to a frame narrows down to frame a circular carving of what seems to be an immense stack of tens of thousands of gold coins that rises from floor to ceiling. The edges of these coins are carved with tiny spiky runes. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay. Definitely don't like the look of it.
Nice.
You may not like the look of it, however, as you're looking through, you are very used to finding minute details that are wrong or out of place, especially when you're crafting, especially when it comes to metals.
Mm-hmm.
You see, just sort of not on the pillar itself, but about half a centimeter to the right-hand side on the wall, a slit about yay big, half a centimeter wide, 3 centimeters tall, almost the exact dimensions of a gold coin.
If I swing detect evil over, it doesn't come up evil.
It is not evil. However, Merc does say, is like, it seems to be an illusion of some sort. We don't know how to break the illusion, or we don't know how to get past this.
Now, if only we had a gold coin.
I'm going to pull one of the gold coins out of the bag of holding.
Yeah.
And just put it through the hole.
Coin slot. Love it.
Pops the soda.
The coins seem to just cascade into a shower of gold coins along the ground. As they get further than, say, a foot away from the pillar, they just disappear. Just blink out of existence. The pillar itself is actually a cleverly carved stone pillar. As all of the coins cascade off this pillar and disappear into nothing, the pillar itself grinds down into the ground, revealing behind it another room. And
I'm glad we showed you
immediately across the hallway, you see a set of double doors and a pathway to the left and to the right.
Okay. Cool.
As always, Shalalu is right behind you guys, right with you. Merc does say, "It's like, oh, if you're down here, would you like me to go back up and look after the wizard? I'd like her to tell me what some of these things mean in her spellbook."
That's a good idea.
Wonderful. And he just bolts.
I love the idea that it's just like she's tied up, like unable to do anything. He's like, so what do you mean by like 16 divided by 3 times 2? Like,
I don't
what do you mean by
understand.
this equation?
I like this. She's bound, gagged, her fingers are tied, and he's going to go and ask her questions.
All right, so this door,
I
do
need a second.
No worries.
I need 1 second.
That's all good. We are actually going to take a break now anyway. So we'll take it now. We were going to take it in about 10 minutes, but we'll take it now, and then we'll come back to a description of this door. So we're going to take our break. It'll probably be about 10, 15 minutes-ish. I'll be in the chat. So if you have any questions, again, or as always, feel free to ask, and we will be back very shortly. Thanks for watching so far, and we'll see you soon.
I chugged a thing of soda, and now I had coffee, and now
And we're back.
Are you sure?
Yes, we are. I am sure.
Are we muted?
No, you guys are good.
Oh, yeah. I also
Good
need
call.
to exit out of Twitch.
Alrighty. So, oh yes. Get out of Twitch. Get out of the chat, y'alls. Come on. How rude.
No, you.
No. Can't? X15 sure. X15 is sure as well, so, you know. We're all good to go.
Awesome.
So. The door you are currently looking at, Boren, is a pair of stone doors carved with depictions of two skeletons reaching out to clutch a skull between them. So, like, there's one skeleton on each door, sort of reaching out to hold onto a skull that is split down the center, and it's, like, in between both doors.
Got it.
Say again?
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Oh, you do also notice that the doors are wedged shut from this side. Very familiarly, Solomon's wedged them shut.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Is there anything specifically religious about the skeletons?
No, not that you can tell. No.
Okay. I'm going to draw my longsword.
Mm-hmm. Are you not using the bastard sword?
I was not sure if I got given the bastard sword.
I thought you did.
I
thought you did.
In the bag of holding.
You have both swords.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you had both swords and the breastplate.
Okay. Well,
which we will say you have swapped over because no one else can really use it anyway.
Yeah.
Wait,
okay,
does is it still the crop top breastplate?
Oh, 100%. Just Vorin here is definitely rocking the midriff. It's very hairy. It's like an extension of his beard for sure.
Yeah.
Is it like 6-pack, 10-pack?
Oh,
you can't tell for all
yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah. So much hair you just
It's
can't
a
tell.
hair pack.
Yeah, it's a hair pack. That's exactly right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll blast the sword.
Yeah.
Take the wedges out.
Yep.
Hand
Cool.
it back to Solomon. So I'm guessing they open this way or push or pull. I mean, there's not really much point wedging them on this side if they just push open.
I literally can't remember what it was.
Okay. I think that they came towards us because otherwise the wedges would be pointed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so clearly they swing towards you. Couldn't tell you.
Well, then
maybe they swing both ways. I don't know.
Which case, wedges were useless.
I have no idea.
It's a revolving door.
Yeah.
Pull the door open towards me. Then.
Yeah, cool. Not a problem. You open up the whole, a very long room. You know what? I was going to actually do a thing, but it seems like a lot of work, so I'm not actually going to. All right. And Solomon and Toshi, you guys have seen this room before, but I'm just gonna re-explain it for Warren. 4 pillars support the domed ceiling of this room. Several dark alcoves containing standing sarcophagi grace the walls, and a statue of a stern man wielding a glaive, holding a book, stands in the southern part of this chamber.
Okay. Does it bother anybody else that the room is off-center to the doors?
That's great. I hadn't noticed.
Thanks
But that's
that.
amazing.
That really hurts my brain.
Get wrecked.
Can I see the book from
No.
here?
He is facing the door. The book is held in his hand, facing towards him. He's got the glaive in the other hand.
Come down and stand between the pillars
Mhm.
and sort of get a better look of.
Shalalu is
inside
going
there.
to stand at the door. I'm just going to get... Oh,
That's a good sign.
yeah.
Uh,
I did this to these guys before. I just need to track rounds. That's all. So, if I could get everyone to just roll me initiative.
Let's roll a natural one.
Make sure you select your character first.
Is
Hey, Warren.
impossible for me to get top 10.
Wow. Amazing.
Thank you.
Hey, you know what the greatest thing is? I don't actually have to reorganize it. It makes me very happy. So, Shalalu is going to just stand in the doorway, ready her bow just in case anything happens. Solomon, what are you doing?
I'm gonna walk in with Varun. I
Yep.
want to go to that statue.
Yeah, cool. Not a worry. Super easy. The first thing you notice is that the book does have on its cover, which is it's just a stone carving, so that's fine. On the stone cover is a 7-pointed star.
Okay.
Do you have knowledge history?
Let me check. I don't think so.
Fair enough.
Nope. I have local and dungeoneering.
Cool.
I know about local dungeons.
I mean, look.
Local
That's
dungeons in your area.
Nope. We're gonna leave that right alone. Okay. Also, roll me a perception check, please.
Which person?
Solomon. Sorry. To your right, behind the statue, every other statue has a curved, and every other statue on this floor has had a curved alcove. The one on your right is flat on the back. You're pretty sure there's a doorway there.
I'm going to share that information. Is that the end of my turn?
That is. Toshi, what are you doing?
Shlelu, do you think it's a good idea to walk into this room?
Uh,
It's like one of the
I
few
don't know.
that doesn't seem dangerous, and that seems the most dangerous out of all of them.
She just turns to you and shrugs. I don't know.
Are you gonna walk in?
No, I'm going to stay here just in case anything does happen, and then I can fire from range.
Sounds like I need to be the stupid one. Toshi's gonna walk in.
Yeah, cool. No worries.
We're just going to test roll the bastard sword.
Yeah, cool. Go for it. Anything else, Toshi?
And anyone see anything interesting in here?
Flat-backed sarcophagus, yeah? I think we need to open the sarcophagus and see if it's a door.
Toshi's just gonna check around the sarcophagus.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Oops. One sec. Let me find this thing.
No, you're good.
Skills. That's intimidate. Rolled a fucking 5.
You do see the flat back. It is weird, but you can't see a mechanism to open it or anything yet. Varun, what are you doing?
Wow. let's not forget my stone cunning.
Remind me what your stone cunning is again.
I get a free perception check at any hidden doors or anything in stonework.
Is that within a certain distance? 10 feet?
Let's double check.
I think it's within 10 feet, if I remember correctly. It sort of works like trap finding. I could be wrong, but I think that's how it works.
Yeah, within 10 feet of them.
Yep, I'll keep that in mind.
Cool. When I come down, I want to come down and look at this. Is that the statue that Solomon's looking at?
Which side of the statue do you go around? Do you go around the clear side there, or do you go around the side in between Toshi and Solomon?
I'll go around the clear side because I wouldn't want to push through.
Yeah, that's the statue that Solomon's
Is there
looking
anything distinctly religious about the statue?
Not religious, no. Oh, do you have knowledge history?
No.
I think I'm the only one right now with knowledge history.
Yeah.
Fine.
Go ahead. Just go ahead and roll me knowledge religion. We'll see what happens. Yeah, you have no idea. This does not seem to be religious in any way to you.
That's cool. So
you have a standard action left. You don't have to take it if you don't want to.
No, I can't really think of anything to do.
So. Cool, no worries. You can take more movement then if you want to as well.
Okay. Oh, I will come up and ask Toshi what she is looking at.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check. It's definitely a secret door.
Okay.
You have no idea how to open it.
That's cool.
None whatsoever.
It's going to refresh because...
That's fine. Alright. So this is just going to stay there. Solomon, what are you doing?
Could you describe the sarcophagus a bit more?
Yeah. So... the sarcophagi are mainly just cut from stone, and just normal grey, like slate stone. They are properly carved from one piece, so they are quite large and they are quite intricate. They aren't luxurious.
They're not hinged. They're like two pieces that have been pushed together.
Yes, correct. They actually even kind of look, for lack of a better word, welded. They don't look like they would come open very easily, if at all.
Okay. Can I go and wedge the two doors over here open?
Yeah, super easy. Yeah, 100%.
That's what I'll do. And that'll be it.
Awesome. Toshi, what are you doing?
Can I check again around it? Like, I'm guessing I did a very quick scan the first time.
You can take a 10 if you want.
And that takes 10 minutes?
Nope. It's just normal time. As long as you aren't distracted, you can just take a 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to take a 10. So that's an 18.
18? You still can't quite... You know it's here. You still can't quite find the mechanism to open it.
Is it attached to the wall?
The sarcophagus?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh.
None of the sarcophagi are attached to the wall. Yeah, this one isn't either. So that's not it's not out of the ordinary. You do feel like you could move it if you wanted to, maybe. You'd have to be pretty strong too. It looks pretty heavy.
Lauren, do you think it's a good idea to move this out of the way?
I don't believe it's a good idea ever to touch somebody's burial place.
Well, what happens if you need to move it, just in case something bad is going to happen?
Give me a sec to say a prayer and hopefully do this respectfully then, shall we?
Cool. Roll me
Yeah.
knowledge religion.
In a second. Doing one thing at the moment.
No, you're good.
One
You're
thing
good.
at a time.
You're good. Cool. You say a prayer,
what that is.
and you say a prayer of basically asking Torag to allow you passage. Seems appropriate. Cool. So, part of your turn. What are you gonna do? Gonna attempt to move it?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Go ahead and roll me a strength check.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't budge.
No.
With more than one person, it may be easier, but
Yeah.
you can't. It's not even that it's too heavy; it's that it's awkward, and you can't really get a good hold of it just you by yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
Solomon, what are you doing? You've wedged both doors open.
Seeing Voron struggle to move that statue,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, "Hey guys, I'll set up a block and tackle, and we can move this thing. What should I tie it to? One of these pillars or the statue?"
Probably a pillar would be better. I feel like the statue probably wouldn't take
Okay.
being pulled on as well.
I would tie it to that pillar over there,
Yeah, cool.
and block and tackle with my rope just around this thing. And I guess on my next turn we would heave ho.
Just everyone roll me a perception check, please. Just yeah. So that's your turn. You set that up, and then you start to get a.
Come on, Toshi.
Come on, Toshi.
19.
Is Miko, not a Miko,
Shalalu?
Shalalu being observant as well?
Yeah, she's keeping a very keen eye out. She doesn't trust this room. Yeah. With everything that you guys have been through, she does not trust this room one bit.
No one does, I think.
No, I don't think anyone trusts this room. Which is hilarious to me. I love it. Cool. Toshi, the temperature of this room has dropped almost imperceptibly. As you're standing at this door, you feel a cool breeze on your face.
It's getting colder in here.
It's like it wouldn't even be a full degree Celsius. Maybe half a degree. It's just almost imperceptibly. It's just cooler, and it might be because of that breeze. Maybe.
It's getting colder.
Yep.
And we would all be smart enough to know the temperature doesn't change underground.
Depends on the time of day, and you actually have no clue what time of day it is. Depends on depends on if there's a ventilation on the other side of this or something like that. Like, there's possibilities.
Hey, Shalelu.
Yeah.
Shalelu. Do you know what time it is?
I have no idea.
Ah, fuck.
I haven't seen the outside. I don't even know what day it is. I haven't seen the outside for. I have no idea how long.
Well, I wouldn't expect you to know how long if you don't know what day it is.
Not a clue.
Let's just get this done.
Okay. Do you guys want to help me search?
I thought that's what we had done.
So you guys are setting up to move the sarcophagus.
Yeah.
What I'm suggesting is the help action.
Yeah.
Okay,
because both of you could overall give me a +4 to it.
True.
cool. So take 10 plus 4,
Um,
plus 8.
okay.
That will take
10.
all of your standard actions,
Mhm.
and it will bring it.
If you
It
guys
will
are
spend an entire round and bring it back to Toshi's turn.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
cool.
Happy with
I like
that?
it.
Yeah, cool. So you take 10. So what does that add up to?
12 plus.
22.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna roll.
Oh, okay. If you want to roll, go for it. Yeah, that's totally fine. I thought you were going to take 10.
21.
Still can't quite find it. You feel like if you took the time, you definitely would be able to.
Okay.
You just
How long does it take to take a 20?
20 minutes.
Ah, fuck. Let's do this again, guys.
Okay.
Assist again.
20. Finally.
Cool.
Still not enough.
It's a fake.
As Toshi,
Uh-huh.
as you look around, Voron, you notice in front of you, there is like it honestly, it looks like just a gouge mark in the stone. It is in fact a finger hole. You put your finger in, and you push down, and you pull back, and that's what opens the door. Toshi, you're standing right next to Voron, and as he sort of cocks his head and leans in, you do the same thing, and you stick your finger in it, pull, and you're like, and pull out. It's actually quite easy to pull. The door behind the sarcophagus opens up, and
I was good.
You
I
guys
was
are-
waiting for you just to say your finger gets chopped off.
Is it a will saving throw or a reflex?
I mean, if there was a save involved in this, it would be a will save to not shit yourself in fear. As right next to you, Solomon, your shadow looks like it lifts out of the ground and stands up. And then flanking it on either side behind it, you see what looks to be the shadows of the pillars do the same thing. Allow me to roll initiative. Toshi, it is your turn. Actually, no, opening the door is an action. Voron, it is your turn.
I don't like not having my hammer.
The initiative starts to make sense now, right?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, and these motherfuckers are incorporeal, aren't they?
You don't know that.
No, I don't, but
Yeah.
I can guess.
Move to there and attack.
Ooh, as a note, Shalalu is going to take a shot against one of them.
Okay.
Where are attacks? Cool.
Ooh.
Just have to check something. Wait for Aussie Broadband to load. Thanks. Come on. It's not even Aussie Broadband. It's
No.
Aussie NBN. Let's go. Okay, thank you. Stupid. It's fine. I'm not mad. Doesn't make any sense.
Uh-uh.
Sure. There we go. Okay. All right. Voron, your turn.
Very informative.
Sorry.
I need to let my cat into my room. I'll be right back.
All good.
Move over there and attack with the bastard sword. Oh, it's two-handed, isn't it? So
It is.
Strength in hand.
So should be another 2 strength.
Just one.
Oh,
Another
so
one
10
for-
points of damage.
Yeah. And it's a magical weapon if that changes anything.
It certainly does.
Cool.
Just check.
Wait, do you just turn everything into dwarven now?
Yep, 100%.
Even the crop top breastplate has dwarven
Oh yeah.
sort of
That's wonderful.
effigies to it.
The dwarven bastard sword, it is still serrated on the back. You slice through and the shadow does separate in the middle, and then some of the shadow does cling to your blade as it sort of reforms.
Interesting. Anybody got any idea what these things are?
Go ahead and roll me a knowledge religion check.
Okay, I was not expecting that. Please be fucking no. Or don't be nice to me.
I
There's like-
actually think that that's enough.
I think it's 15 plus CR.
And let me just
No.
check.
I can tell you.
I can tell you what they look like and what they probably are called. I have no idea
Recognize a
anything about
monster's
them.
abilities or weaknesses 10 plus monster's challenge rating.
Cool. So you recognize the monster. It's a shadow.
That
It
is-
is.
I mean,
It is an incorporeal undead. That's what you get.
Cool. Cool.
Being incorporeal,
Mhm.
it's kind of hard to touch.
Mm,
So,
yeah. You guys might. Toshi should be okay with the dagger.
Mhm.
Solomon, you might have a bit of trouble damaging these things.
don't you have a longsword on you? Magical longsword?
He can't use it.
can't use it.
Yeah, and a -4 is better than nothing.
This is true. You could probably draw it off Voron's sheath. You probably could do that as a move action. So that is possible. However, a 7 is not going to hit.
Nope.
A 20 as it moves forward is going to hit. And a 17
Yeah.
ooh, may hit.
Yeah, it
Oh,
hits.
it's
Most
against
definitely.
touch AC. So yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cat, do you want to sit down, please?
So Voron,
Aye.
you take 6 points of strength damage.
That tracks.
Wow. And Toshi, you take 1 point of strength damage. Oh my god.
I accidentally hit that button.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no save. Ooh, actually, is there? Yeah, no, there is no save to that.
Mm-hmm.
Back to Charlalou, who is going to take another attack. It's going to hit. She seems to be focusing on the middle one. Solomon, your turn. What are you going to do?
I don't know how to crack this can of worms.
Excuse me, I'm really thirsty.
So as
Slurp.
a swift action, I'm going to shroud my arms in electrical energy,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to Brawler's Flurry.
Awesome. Yeah, cool. Go for it.
Zap.
And I'm attacking the one straight in front of me.
Sweet, no worries. Both hit.
Oh, and that's a plus 1d6
Yeah, go for it.
on both.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
You both see Solomon. He doesn't have any weapons right now, so he's probably panicking a little. He hears Voron say, "You're probably going to have some trouble with these ones." And as he's like, "Okay, cool, I'm just going to go punch a ghost." As he lunges out with one punch, you see a streak of lightning shoot up his arm, across the back of his shoulders, down his other arms, and he is now sheathed in lightning. As 1, 2, the original hits don't seem to do much, but the lightning courses through the shadow, lighting it up, and just about dispelling it. Any movement or anything like that, Solomon?
Nope.
Cool. Toshi, your turn. What are you gonna do?
I'd make a joke about this being shocking, but we've already seen him on fire once. Toshi's going to take a 5-foot step back.
Yeah, go for it.
And throw a dagger at this one.
Yes, go for it. Unfortunately, that's not going to help.
No.
Goran, it is your turn.
Going to continue attacking.
Middle one?
Yep.
Focus fire. Go for it.
There's nothing else I can do.
There. You can't channel energy? Come on. Don't have any lay on hands left?
No.
No?
Boopa fucker.
We haven't rested since we got out of the cells.
This is true.
So I haven't got my lay on hands back.
This is true.
I don't get channel energy. And that's
true.
next level anyway.
Ouch. However, a 19 will hit, and an 8, as you slice through, there is a flash of light, and the shadow is dispelled,
Yay.
leaving no body, no trace of it. And they are both going to... One at Solomon and the other at Toshi. So this one's going to come forward.
Well, that's
The
just
other one is
rude.
going to change to Solomon. So, both going to take... Toshi, you take 5 points of strength damage, and Solomon, you take 4 points of strength damage.
Okay.
Delalu is going to take... shot. A 13, unfortunately, is not going to hit. The arrow skates off the corner and goes into one of the alcoves. Solomon, your turn.
I'm gonna Brawler's Flurry on this one here.
Step up.
You could step up behind it and flank. Yeah.
Can
Great.
I do a 5
Yes.
5-foot step?
Yes.
And do I still have a move action if I do a 5-foot step?
Actually,
Yes,
technically, yes. As long as you don't use it to move, yes.
Okay, I would like to switch back to having power attack.
Okay.
Awesome.
So just as a note, the physical damage from your punches did nothing.
Cool.
So power attack probably won't help you right now.
Yeah.
Just letting you know. This is something Solomon would know intrinsically. Probably is not going to help you.
Okay. I will stick to my dodginess then.
Cool.
And yeah, Brawler's
Brawler's
Flurry.
Go for it.
Sorry, I don't have this thing set up, so...
No, that's okay, so we'll have to add to it.
And
The second one
Okay.
will hit, and it will take 5 points of lightning damage. So, Toshi, your turn.
Okay, Toshi's going to take a stab at this.
Yeah, go for it.
8. 14. No, I'm flanking, so that would be a 16. My bad.
16 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. However, just check.
Checking out the rogue thing.
Whether precision damage affects.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
incorporeal stuff? No.
I just wanted to make sure, and unfortunately,
Oh.
yeah, no. So
Unless
just regular damage.
Unless my dagger's ghost touch.
It is not.
You want to make a ghost touch? Darn.
I
okay.
do not.
4 plus 6. 9 points of damage.
Nice.
And Toshi's going to take a 5-foot step back.
Yeah, cool. No worries. Warren, your turn.
Take a 5-foot step away.
Yep.
And attack. Oh, jeez.
Oh. Oh. Ouch.
Before I took strength damage, that would not be possible to roll without a nat 1.
Yeah.
No, that would not be possible to roll even with a nat
Even
1.
with a nat 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Does a 15 hit you, Warren?
Is it touch
Oh.
AC? Is it against touch AC? Because if it is, then yeah. My touch AC is 11.
Yeah, unfortunately it is, sorry. And I'm assuming a 20 hits your touch AC, Solomon.
yes, it does.
So Solomon, you take 6 points of strength damage.
Oof.
And Oren, you take 5 points of strength damage.
Getting real hard to swing this thing.
Yeah, what are you guys sitting at now? Just out of curiosity.
I'm at a -3.
-2.
Okay.
Mod, -2.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, same.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Wow. Okay.
It's the
Shelly
shadows that
is
go
going
on.
to take another shot and can't hit a damn thing. Got a +10 to this, but can't hit a damn thing. And then she is going to move in front of this one. And she waves you out of the way, Warren. Solomon, your turn. Just you feel a push away from this shadow.
It's gonna be this guy again.
Yeah, go for it.
And flurry of blows.
Go for it.
Cool.
15 will hit. The
1
8 will not.
And 1, 2, 6.
3 lightning.
3 lightning. That's okay. The 3 is definitely going to do it. So you throw that first punch. The second one completely misses and gets air because as you throw that first punch, the lightning flashes through the whole thing and it bursts into nothingness. And from that last burst, your the burst from your lightning leaves your arms and shoots into it, and it explodes into a weird like shadow lightning sort of effect. Toshi, your turn.
Okay.
Solomon's
Bad
arms
things
are
are
no
happening.
longer cloaked in lightning.
Okay, 5-foot step over here. Gonna throw a dagger.
Go for it.
This is at -2.
Yep. 23
22.
will hit. 22 will hit. Doesn't matter. It'll hit. Varun, your turn.
Going to attack.
Of course you are.
And then take a 5-foot step there.
All right, cool. Not a worry. Oh, I deleted its. Oh, I deleted the one that I added the turn to. It's fine. I'm just gonna pop it back on the end there. All right, so it is going to take a swing at Shalalu, and an 18. I'm like 90% sure will hit her.
It should hit most people's touch AC,
Yeah.
especially at this level.
Yeah. Easily. Shalalu loses 4 points strength. And she is going to take a 5-foot step back and take a shot and just say, I hope we can take this thing out. And
We should be able to.
takes another shot. Solomon, your turn. Voron is right next to you. You can take the long sword. It is on his hip right there. You could take it if you so wish. It will be at a -4 on top of all your negatives.
Right.
Very hard to hit, but
My wand of Cure Light Wounds will do damage to this, won't it?
yeah.
Would I realize that?
I'm pretty sure it's commonly known. Positive versus
You could ask
dead
me,
things.
and
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
tell
You could ask the dwarven. You could ask the dude next to you.
I would be asking you, what is this? How do apart from what the hell just happened to me, what is this?
It's an incorporeal undead, obviously.
You see Charlotte look over and shit.
If you heal it, it'll hurt it.
I'm gonna whip out my my wand, and can I heal from here, or do I have to step up?
You have to be right next to it. Charlotte says, "Give it to me."
Pass it off.
Cool.
You whipped out your stick and handed it to Shalalu.
And I'm going to pull out my potion and
that's your entire turn.
Oh, okay, done.
Yeah.
Boom.
Toshi, your turn.
Dagger.
Cool, go for it. 18 will hit.
Nice.
Okay, that is another 10 points of damage.
Yeah, sure. 10 points.
I know it's 5.
Goran, your turn. What are you doing? So she throws the dagger and then ducks back onto the same side as you. Shalalu seems to have a plan.
Yep, I can't do anything other than and say if you've got a plan, feel free to share it because
I can use the wand without failure.
Yeah.
Wait. We can throw potions at it.
That's fair. You can. Yeah, you can.
50 gold.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Worth it. Okay. You're just gonna stay there?
Yeah.
Alright.
Say a prayer.
Just bruh, help.
I can hardly even lift.
Yeah. 100%.
My armor would be getting too heavy for actually. If I wasn't a dwarf, I would be unable to move.
It comes forward towards Shalalu. And Shalalu dodges out of the way, grabs the wand out of Solomon's hand, and activates it, and is going to roll a melee touch attack, I guess.
Mhm.
A 14 will hit its touch AC.
Woo!
Oh boy. Oh. Actually,
I'm pretty sure. Wait, it's ours. It's not a +1. It's a +3.
yours is a +3? I thought yours was a
Yeah.
+1 and hers was a +3.
No,
ours
hers was
is-
a plus.
I don't know.
Let me scroll
Actually,
back up.
yeah, just double check that one while I double check something. Because that is the difference between life and death for this thing right now.
Also,
Let me check. Actually, let me check Shalilu's.
yeah, ours is a D or a D8 +3.
8 + 3. Okay. Alrighty. So she reaches forward, activates the wand, and jams it right into its core, and you see a golden light fill it from the inside out, and it burst. No shadow left.
Whew.
I think I need a nap after this.
Gonna need a week of a nap after this.
Yeah. So,
You're, looking a little bit heavy there, Master Dwarf.
Just picture All Might in his deflated state. That's what I'm looking like.
That's fair.
Bastard.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Hey guys, you survived that. I was definitely expecting you all to die. Congratulations.
Hey.
To be fair, you were being kind.
Was I?
Yeah.
I actually rolled for that last one.
Toshi was in death range.
So was Voron.
Yeah.
Oh,
And probably so was
Right.
Solomon.
I had 5 left as my strength score.
Yep.
same.
And I
It
rolled
hit me.
absolute rocks on those damage rolls, by the way.
Yeah.
5, 6, 6, 4. I didn't roll under a 4.
Yeah.
Oh, you
like-
did once.
Oh, once.
You rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1 for Toshi once.
Yeah.
Come on.
I am very glad Solomon could pitch in on that.
Yeah.
Are you a monk, brawler?
You don't know.
I don't know.
He doesn't know.
I sure hope you are. You
Um,
know.
Oh, we gotta search the rest of this room, preferably without making more shadows. We can't.
Roll me a knowledge religion check, please.
Are we out of initiative?
You are out of
Okay.
initiative, yes. For now. There was absolutely no correlation between you opening the door and them appearing. If they were going to appear, they would have either appeared as you stepped into the room or a short time after. To be fair, it was only about 20 seconds. So
Wow.
Yeah.
it just took them a short time to appear.
I'm going to look through that doorway
Yeah,
if
cool.
I can.
So the sarcophagus is still in the sarcophagus is still in the doorway. However, you look through and you do see looks to be a short hallway with 2 exits to the left.
Toshi's gonna just sort of step behind it,
Mhm.
check for traps.
Cool.
was-
Just roll me an escape artist check.
Escape artist?
To get through there.
I was really
It's a
hoping
pretty tight squeeze.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
I was really hoping for a tavern back there.
If only. Yeah, no issues. You squeeze yourself through. No, not a problem.
Okay. Perception check.
Yeah, cool. What are you
16.
looking for?
Traps.
Cool. You don't find any at all.
Okay. Fun. Toshi has a dagger out, ready to stab or throw.
Cool, not a problem.
I'm gonna sit
Peek
down and
around
just
the corner.
start eating one of my rations.
Yeah.
Voron's like, I need a break. You see a long hallway with stairs down that looks to end from this vantage point. You can't quite see, but maybe in a door.
Okay. Any more polished marble plates
Not
that
that you
are
can see.
dustless?
No, not that you can see.
That is such a stupid thing to put in.
I know. I hate it. I hate everything about it. Like, legitimately, if it was me, you guys would never have found it. You know? Like, you would have had to roll a perception check to find it. I would not have described it as an obvious trap.
Okay, Toshi's
it's
going
in
to
the
stick
book.
their head around again.
Yeah, cool. This one here, it's a bit of a shorter hallway, but there is the same sort of stairs down. And then it quickly turns to the left.
Okay. So Toshi's going to sneak. Huh?
Voron, just roll me a... Actually, anyone who has knowledge dungeoneering, roll me a knowledge dungeoneering.
Woohoo! I can do that.
Toshi, go for it. What were you doing?
16 for me.
What were you doing, Toshi?
Oh, I was going to be stealthing.
Okay, go for it.
Gotta roll that 4.
Why not?
Doop.
Cool. What are you doing?
I'm gonna listen through the door.
Yep. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
It sounds like a door.
You hear the sounds of
Wood. Termites.
termites. No. No. You hear the sounds of water lapping on what seems to be stone, maybe.
Does the door open towards me or away from me?
This one opens away from you.
Okay.
Actually,
Toshi's
no, this one opens towards you, sorry.
Okay. Toshi's gonna creak it open a tiny bit and look through.
Cool. So, kind of get a view. Not a huge amount, but it's not a very deep room, if that makes sense.
Okay. Toshi's going to sort of angle themselves so that they can get a little bit more of over here.
Yeah, cool.
Toshi, are you okay in there?
You
Toshi's
see
just gonna
what
open up
seems
the
to
door with
be
a dagger ready.
Yeah, cool. Open up the door the whole way.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Ready to yeet that shit or stab with that shit
Yeah, no, that's fine.
immediately.
That's fine. Just ignore Merc's
Oh.
thing there. That's just where I put it.
I was about to say, I throw it.
Merc's dead. Lol. Yeah, look, there seems to be, you have low light vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
And are you carrying a torch?
No.
It's pretty hard for you to see in here.
Okay.
This mental image of Merc and Carbonite there in the wall.
I mean,
And then a dagger in his head. Oops.
You do actually on the walls that you can see, you do see what seems to be impressive carvings of incredible treasuries filled to overflowing with coins, gems, and jewelry, and other items of value. These ones in particular depict a carving of a towering mountain, its peak carved in the shape of a stern face just above a great palace. Below the sides of the mountain's valley cradles an immense city of spires.
Okay. Toshi's just gonna step in, avoiding this one. Like stepping around it.
Yeah.
Is there anything else over here?
Not really from what you can see. Okay. There's no light in here. You can only kind of see, like, dimly because you've been in like underground for a while. Your eyes have kind of adjusted. You can only sort of see like shapes and that. You can't really make out much else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Toshi's gonna walk back.
Cool. Not a worry. Leave the door open.
Close it.
Cool.
Toshi's going to ask for Solomon's ever-burning torch.
Okay, I'd pass it through. We still have this block and tackle set up. I keep thinking of Miko, but this is not a Miko.
Shalalu.
Shalalu. Is Shalalu strong enough to give us a hand? Vorin, I don't think you can pull on this rope. Shalalu, would you pull? I'll help you.
Let's just
Still help.
Vorin, you can definitely help. Let's just take it slowly and just move it over time. I'm sure we're perfectly okay staying here for a moment.
Cool.
Toshi's going to
Last words.
put, against all nature of them, put the torch into like a belt loop.
Yep.
So that it's sort of just like sitting there, and then open the door.
Cool. Yeah.
With a dagger ready.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. So this is what you see so far. Step into here, and it's what, 20 feet? And then another 20 feet of dim light?
Yeah.
Cool. The sound of sloshing water fills this room, which has almost entirely collapsed into a large tide pool. So, you see... That's kind of what you can see from your vantage.
Go for a swim.
No. Oh, I could do fox form swim.
It's a great idea.
I can snurf underwater.
You hear a tiny yelp come down the corridor.
Yep. Cool. 10.
Got any cuts on you? Last time this thing sucked blood out of a body.
Alright, let's... To you. That's pretty much what you can see from your vantage. Unless you want to go for a swim. However, in the pool, what remains of what must have once been an incredible treasury lie in the sloshing waters. Shattered urns, crumbled stone chests, rusted bits of once beautiful armor and weapons, and other long ruined treasures from an ancient past lie below. Most impressive of them is a large coral-encrusted helmet sized for a giant. The helm measures nearly 5 feet across. Its full face guard bears an expression of twisted rage and fangs. The helm itself appears to be made of solid gold.
Ooh,
Roll me a knowledge history check.
Do I have history?
Said you did before.
I should. Yeah, I do.
Go for it. Cool. Continue on.
Okay. Is it is the face mask like one you would see in Japan, the Oriental masks?
No.
Okay. Boop. Gonna go around the other way, checking for suspect spots.
Cool. You don't see any weird shiny marble pieces of floor? You don't find any traps or anything like that?
Okay. Toshi's gonna walk.
Yep.
Toshi's gonna put the torch underneath their armpit and just sort of move along.
In the shadows, you do see like the outline of a door. It's pretty hard for you to see now that you don't have a light source.
Toshi's like, this should be hurting. It's not. This is weird. Magic is weird.
Magic is weird.
Okay. Toshi's gonna listen to the door.
Cool. You hear the same sound of sloshing water.
I creak it open. Is it a push or a pull?
This one here pulls towards you.
Okay. Gonna peek through.
Yep, cool.
Ready to stab or throw.
Yeah, no, not a problem. With
the way
without having the torch visible and usable. That's pretty much all you can see. It's a very, very short corridor by the looks.
Okay. Doji's going to take out the torch.
Yep.
And just sort of
Cool.
peek their head in with it. Ready to throw their dagger at something.
Yeah, no worries. Peek the head in.
No trust here.
Oh, that's fine. That's pretty much what you can see there.
Oh, okay.
It's just the other end of the room, pretty much.
Doji's just gonna exit.
Mm-hmm.
Did Toshi see that there is a wall, or was that more corridor?
That is a wall.
Okay.
Sorry.
Doji's just going to squeeze back through.
Mm-hmm. As always,
Anything
ignore Merc's token for a second.
Stab. Target. Murder. So yeah, Toshi's just gonna squeeze on through again and pop out.
Not a problem.
Wow. What a...
Find anything interesting?
I found a helmet thing with a mask. It's gold. It's in there. I don't trust it from the last time we touched a thing gold.
Last time you touched something gold.
Well, not the last time I touched something gold, but the last time there was something gold.
What happened the last time there was something gold?
Toshi points out into the L-shaped room.
The pillar
Funky
of,
shit.
The pillar of gold.
Yeah, the funky shit.
That was just a doorway.
Yeah, and it could have been something worse.
That helmet's probably too heavy for us to pick up anyway.
You have a bag of holding.
Still have to put it in the bag.
It'll be fine.
Just think, you can reforge that helmet.
If you're lucky, it'll pick itself up and move it somewhere that you can easily lift it. If you're really lucky.
Still don't trust it. We can come back and collect the stuff after we clear out the rest of the area. We don't want any more surprises.
I've got a net.
More surprises at this stage is only going to kill us.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really morbid coming from me. But
I mean,
onward, shall we?
ain't wrong.
It's not. Yeah.
I go back up here.
Toshi, just roll me a perception check for in the room. Cool. There is definitely still some coins in there. Quite a few. Couldn't really pick up from the doorway where you were, and you didn't get close to the water at all. You couldn't pick up what denomination, but you're pretty sure it's gold, silver, and platinum.
Go back, pick up the loot.
I am not saying that. In fact, I advised against it.
Toshi, go touch the water.
No.
It is in the water or at the water's edge. Let's put it that way.
I don't trust that. Maybe we can get Merc in here later with his magic hands to go and pick it up so that we don't have to go into the water.
Unless they're magical items, then you can't pick them up.
True.
Yeah,
Let's go.
but we have other things to do with that. For that.
Cool. Onward.
My back's going to be killing me after this, and my wife is going to kill me after this. I swear, I'm dead. If the shadows don't kill me, it sure will be my wife.
That's fair. All right. So
what's to my left and what's to my right? And
to your left and to your right is short hallways that, as you walk in, reveal big double doors at their end.
Gosh, I'm sick of double doors and hallways.
All quite plain. Stone, not carved, no motifs or anything like that, just plain. One moment. Cool. Left, you said?
Right?
Up into this one here? Yeah, cool.
Are you sure you want to lead the way?
7
yeah.
more shadows.
At this point, I'm still the hardest to hit and have the most hit points.
He's proper tank now.
Yeah, can't do damage for shit,
Yeah.
but I can take
Yeah.
it.
You guys are all in great health. Opening the doors?
Right.
Yep.
Bow readied.
Cool, not a problem. Shalalu is standing in between Toshi and Voron, just one square to her right. Just as a note, I haven't moved her because I've got another tool selected. You open up the doors, and this room contains... Oh, that's not the one. This barren room contains an upraised dais on which sits a marble throne. To either side stand statues of a man clutching a book and a glaive. A ghostly figure seems to be seated in the throne, an image of the same man who appears in the statues. He seems to be addressing an audience as he moves his hands about, his fingers decorated with hooked rings. But the words issuing from his phantom mouth are difficult to make out and in a strange language. This man is the same figure, same facial structure as the statues.
Toshi, you're our resident polyglot. Can you make anything of this?
Could I figure out what language it could be?
Go ahead and
With
roll
linguistics
a...
check?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Linguistics plus 10. 28.
Wow, I think that may actually do it.
Do we have any idea of what this facility is? Like, have we looked at that at all? Asked that question at all?
Nope.
This is a lair.
It's probably DC 30. If it is, I'm going to cry on the inside.
We've still got to make it out of the
You know what's
Silver.
weird?
What?
Linguistics doesn't actually allow you to understand... You can decipher writing. You can speak multiple languages. You can learn to speak languages by putting ranks in. But weirdly,
You can't identify
you can't
them?
identify spoken language by the looks of things.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever
Yeah,
heard.
so I think I'm gonna...
Home rule.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to say we're going to use the same idea as written
Yeah.
word. It's weirdly poetic. There is a rhythm to the language. Now you speak Varisian, right?
Yes.
Yeah. There is a rhythm to the language that is reminiscent of Varisian.
A bit like early English compared to modern English.
More like modern English to modern German.
Okay.
Because English and English is still English. This is another language.
No. Do you know early English?
English to English is still English. You can still understand it if you speak English.
No. Early English you can't understand if you know English. That would be Middle English.
Right. I understand.
Okay.
In any case, it seems to be possibly a cousin or possibly a precursor to Varisian. You don't know. It is related to Varisian somehow. You don't understand it, but it is related to Varisian somehow.
Would I be able to figure out, like, how disconnected it is,
No,
like time period wise?
Not with the 28.
Okay.
Yeah. With the 28, and because you know Varisian, you can tell that it is somehow related to Varisian. You're not sure how, but somehow related to it.
Is this guy on loop?
I believe he is. Yes.
I don't just know
yes.
Varisian, I know Common, Sylvan, Varisian, Orcish, Elvish, Dwarvish, Giant, Undercommon, Goblin, and Abyssal.
Yeah. Varisian is the important one. Yeah.
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 Okay. If I step into the room,
Mm-hmm.
does his mannerisms or anything change?
No, nothing changes. Except the two statues just launch their glaives. I'm kidding. You're like, yeah, no, that tracks. No, nothing changes. Nothing moves. Nothing changes.
They cast Magic Missile at 9th level.
Right?
Awakened, Empowered, Mythic.
And if I step up here, still...
Yeah, nothing changes. You wave your hand through it, nothing changes.
I wouldn't do that.
No, I'm just...
So did Toshi say that he was saying something poetic or something?
I think he's giving a speech.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yes.
Anything
Does he-
working in the room?
There is nothing in the room, no. Not really. Not except for the two statues.
I have a really odd question. Could I do a sense motive to see if he's gloating or
Yeah, go for it.
That's a nice thought.
gloating or doing something else like that?
It's an interesting thought. I like it.
I got a 3.
He's probably not gloating. It sounds more like a command.
Oh.
Alright, well, that's interesting.
Not like a spell command or anything like that. Like a literal,
Right.
he is telling someone to do something.
Yeah. Interesting.
Hey.
What?
Boy who does weird things sometimes. Can you understand him now?
You don't
No.
understand him, Solomon, no.
I only speak. Yeah.
I only speak. Yeah. That's the most vague thing I have ever heard in my entire. Yeah, I only speak. Yeah. Let's move on.
I speak languages.
I speak languages. It's fine.
I speak languages.
Through this one, Solomon.
Varn's moved further down. Varn, do you want to do that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bow is ready.
One thing I really, really love
Mhm.
is how Paizo does their adventure paths.
Mhm.
Reason being, it
Aside
really.
From the fact that they're absolute meat grinders.
Sorry.
Aside from the fact that
Oh
they're
no,
absolute meat
not
grinders.
a fan of that. No, it just really makes people like Chuck just makes mincemeat of them because they think they know what's up. Y'all can see that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. You open the door. The doors to this room are made of stone but bear no handles. An indent outline of a 7-pointed star. Oh, you actually shouldn't actually have seen this room. Whoops. I misread. I read the wrong room. It's fine. An indented outline of a 7-pointed star, its shape covered by hollows and slits, graces the spot where the handles should be. I read the wrong room. It's fine. I'm getting tired. Let's just cover this. Let's just cover this room back up just for a moment.
Yeah, we're gonna open the other door.
The room is closed.
Everyone just looks at the room and goes,
Nah.
nah.
Oh. That's my bad. So stupid.
Can't tell how to open these doors, is what you're saying.
Hey, Solomon.
No.
Your necklace.
Cool.
Solomon,
The
does your
necklace is
fit in the
not big
invitation?
enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you, Toshi.
Oh no, I
necklace.
was asking.
The question was the Sahedron necklace that you picked up off Nualia, was that big enough? The answer is no.
Joke's on you, how we open up this door is disintegrate. I cast disintegrate.
Mood. That might have helped against Nualia, bruh.
No, fuck you.
It's fair. Alright. Opening up this door.
Aye.
Bow's ready.
Alright. This room contains 3 low tables, their tops covered with a strange and chilling selection of tools, saws, long-bladed knives, and objects whose purpose is not readily apparent. A strange collection of bones lies near the southern table. Too many to be one skeleton, but too few to be 2.
Does this look like a kitchen?
No. God, no. It's not a torture room either.
Is it a humanoid
It is.
skeleton?
I mean,
A morgue. It's a morgue.
oh, I don't know what that is.
It's an autopsy room.
I mean, yes.
morgue.
Sorry, I thought you meant the skeleton. I'm like, I don't know what a morgue is, and I just pictured MORG. What's a morgue?
No.
Yeah, it's practically an autopsy room. It's a surgical suite. As for the bones, you can't really tell from this distance.
I don't want to be boned again.
Is there anything religious around the room, I guess, is what I would be looking out for.
Religious? No. However, roll me an appraise check.
I
And
think I would have points in that.
you would think so. In any case, the tools on the tables are all exquisitely made. And you know that they're really well made because you could have made these and it would have taken you a while. They are probably considered masterwork tools, and they're worth probably 100 gold pieces or roundabouts. On the easternmost table, it looks like a tool from the doorway, but it actually is a silver and gold 7-pointed star, about yay big. One surface is studded with nodules and blades, the other features a thin, curved handle. Weirdly, seems to fit the other door that you couldn't open before, and you don't know what's inside.
Yeah.
Can I figure out what the tools are used for?
They're surgical tools. It's pretty easy. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Next question: are they akin to modern surgical tools, or?
Roll me. Knowledge engineering, I guess.
Okay, I have that. I'm mostly asking are there scalpels or are there bone saws?
Yeah, roll me knowledge engineering.
Okay.
More to see if you recognize it more. Okay. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to be cutting edge technology. However, they are archaic in design. Cutting edge, pun intended.
I would have said sawing edge, but you know.
I mean, look.
Sorry, I have a bone to pick with your jokes.
Either way, it's the bleeding edge of something.
Yeah. Or it causes a bleeding edge anyway.
Man, you guys are getting sharp with these puns.
Ooh, nice. In any case, as you are closer to the... As you are closer to the skeleton seems to have belonged to a two-headed man with an additional partial skeleton of a smaller man growing from the small of his back. Yeah. Yeah, it seems
Sounds
to
like a
be
nice
the
check.
skeleton itself is all that remains of the last poor soul worked on here before the end came.
It's a little bit ominous.
I mean, it's a dead body. I mean,
Is it
before
bones
its
or
end
is it
came. It's
writing?
bones. It's
Bones.
bones.
Okay. Well, we've got the key for the door. Let's go and check out that room.
Cool.
Okay. Get ready, my bow.
Yeah, sweet. As you approach the door,
Mhm.
Voron, you hear in your mind a deep, deep, animalistic growl of a voice. Do you come to speak? Or do you come to slay?
That is an interesting question. Depends on who it is I would speak with and whether they intend to kill me. I'm always happy to talk.
Open the door. Let's talk.
Okay. Open the door.
Does Vorin just start talking out loud?
Yeah, definitely. You slot the key into the door. Excuse me. Sorry.
Weapon is not drawn.
No,
Either.
that's fine.
Well, my weapon anyway.
Yep, that's fine.
I'm armless.
Hilarious. The doors to this room are made of stone but bear no handles, blah 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 blah. This room is lit primarily by a 10-foot long pit of flickering fire that fills the room with a strange humid heat and the smell of burning hair. In the northern corners of the room, wooden risers each hold several dozen golden candles that burn without melting, while to the south of the wall bears an immense carving of a 7-pointed star. The fire pit is only a few inches deep. Stepping into and out of the pit doesn't impact movement, but each time a creature passes through the pit, they may take some damage from the fire. I need to stop reading out loud. I'm getting tired, you can tell. It's been a
going.
week.
It's only Tuesday.
I'm counting from last Wednesday.
Okay.
Cool.
I will.
So you see an immense. Let me just. Let me just get a description.
What's
It's
this?
It's not going to give me a description. You can see what it looks like. This is what it looks like. I don't know what you want from me.
I wish
You step into the door. You step into the room.
Step into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, look at the creature.
Yeah, he stands about 8 feet tall, and easily dwarfs you. I'm sorry. That was not
that's such a
intended, but it was
stout
amazing.
joke.
So,
Instinctively, my hand will sit on my weapon,
Yep.
but I will ask, are you the one who wishes to speak?
I am indeed.
Cool.
Is Vorin just like talking out loud again and nothing else?
No, the rest of you guys hear that same deep animalistic voice coming from Big Man here.
I'm going to just like slightly look over my shoulder and just be like, do you mind if I sit? It's been a draining sort of day.
I know. Sit.
So I'll shift over here and sit with my back against the wall.
Yep.
I will shift my bust sword so that it's still in its sheath.
But in front of you so that you
lap.
can draw it. Yep. Understandable.
And I'll say it's an interesting.
Prisons. The word is prison.
Wow.
Can we see any more in there?
Just
Is
him.
it wall back there?
That wall is where the 7-pointed star is carved into.
Ah.
Yeah.
So, who are you?
Who who am I?
Okay.
I guess.
If you would like to exchange introductions first.
No, I will tell you who I am now. Who I am now is the closest thing these weak-minded fool goblins living on top of this facility, closest thing they have to a god.
Right.
There's a grin to it.
I sense motive and detect evil.
Are there bones around?
You definitely get a sense of evil from this thing. 100%. And he seems to be telling the truth. Go ahead, Toshi. What was that?
Could I attempt to identify it? Because I can see them.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a knowledge planes.
Oh, can't do that. Never mind.
Can't do that.
I will introduce myself. I am Voron Fjolborg, Runelord.
I can honestly say I have never seen one of your kind before. What are you, little one?
I'm a dwarf.
What
Probably.
is a dwarf?
We are created of the earth to work the forges and stone, and places like this are places where we would exist and thrive even. We have a natural disagreement with the goblins well, not personally, but they think that everything that we create should be theirs because we make it nice and they want it.
I don't care about the goblins. It's more of a distraction for me while I'm imprisoned here. Let's get to the point.
Do you have a name?
I do. Do you want it?
Would anything tell me that I don't want his name? Any of my religious training or...
Not really.
Okay.
Roll me a sense motive.
Toshi's like, I would like it, just not in a fey way.
He's fucking nuts. Like proper balls to the wall insane, this thing.
Okay. Definitely evil too.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Can I just do a quick assessment of our current situation and of his? Obviously, he's strong because he's massive. He
Go
looks
ahead.
like he's got
Yeah.
big claws.
Yeah.
Strong jaws.
From what you can see,
it's fairly muscular.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thick.
Yeah.
So he's probably fairly hardy.
Yep.
And I can hardly lift my sword.
He says, well, dwarf, I have a proposition for you. You see, I want nothing more than to get out of here. You want to help? If you help, I won't eat you. Or I'll eat you last. One of the two.
Stand up. Walk towards the door. And like, I'm not in the business of helping evil, and try and close the doors. And then pull the key out.
Okay. Cool.
If it tries to make a move towards Foreign, I am shooting its leg.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead and take a shot, because it is definitely, as you step out the door, swipes at you with a claw.
It is flat-footed.
It misses. It is not flat-footed, because it is, in fact, waiting to attack you. It misses, and the claw slams down, not on the floor, but on a barrier at the door.
That is a 20, because I'm taking an aim shot.
Yeah. Actually, no, a 20 will not hit.
No?
No. I believe a 20 will not hit. Let me just make sure. Yeah, no, 20 will not hit.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, no. It slams on
Let's
some sort of magical barrier.
Mhm.
And then disappears. I need everyone to go ahead and roll me initiative right now.
Oh my fucking god.
Ouch.
How hard hit are you exactly?
The fact that it rolled a nat 1 and meets my AC.
It's nasty.
Wait,
Oh.
I might be able to just sit on this side of things and just throw a dagger in repeatedly.
I have a feeling that by attacking it, you've unleashed it.
Maybe?
I mean, if that is the case, rip.
We
Fuck.
fucked.
Yeah, this would be a really good cliffhanger to leave the session on.
It's weird that we're at 3 hours already, isn't it?
Right, yeah.
So you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. And let's be honest, that's exactly what I was going to do before. I was just getting the initiatives out of the way. Actually, yeah. No, that's definitely where we're going to leave it. 100%. We will see what happens next week. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I very much appreciate y'all playing, and I appreciate the trust you have in me. Just warms my heart. I love that Voron stepped into the door after I mistakenly showed you what was inside it. It was amazing.
Why wouldn't I?
That's fair. That's fair. In any case, we'll see you next week. Thank you for watching. I'll hang out and chat for a few minutes, and thanks very much.